Now this could only happen to a guy like me, and only happen in a town like this. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of town, Chicago is.
Have you all lost your fucking mind?
I spent a lot of time taking care of you last night, you know. So the least you could do was allow for my work to do its job. Instead, you had to go for your little walk and fuck it all up. Looks like I'm gonna have to set this again.
No, Shelby, please, why are you doing this to me?
I'm trying to help you.
You're late, that's twice this week.
Roads are bad.
Yeah, well, you better get your asses in gear. Got the game tonight and we're already getting slammed.
Copy that.
The 2016 Olympic Games, this summer from Rio.
Hollywood, it's Famous Dancers Night on Dancing with the Stars.
With the Stars, I'm Tom Bergeron.
And I'm Erin Andrews. We found your shorts, Tom. Val has them on. There they are.
they bunch.
Yeah, there you go. Well, for tonight's competition, our couples will be performing famous dances from Hairspray, Footloose, Michael Jackson, and much more.
So before we see what famous things they can do, let's welcome our stars.
Jodie and Keo.
Kim and Sasha.
Nyle and Peta.
Paige and Mark.
Vaughn and Witney.
Wanya and Lindsay.
Each of our couples gave you just a hint of the famous dances our stars will be performing this week. They are back with their original partners after last week's America's Switch-Up competition.
And as predicted, some of your new pairings soared while a few of them sunk. A couple of stars redeemed themselves, and we finished the night with Nyle at the top of the leaderboard and Antonio at the bottom.
Yeah. Tonight now, each of our performances is based on a famous dance from movies, TV, or music videos. Kim and Sasha are up first with a jive inspired by the big screen version of Hairspray.
After suffering a drop in scores last week, here's how our Real Housewives of Atlanta star trained despite an injury she tried to hide.
Not one step in hold. Not one. Why no hold?
Last week, the comments didn't have anything to do with my performance.
Hey! It's 2 6s.
I felt badly for Keo because he worked very hard on the choreography.
Please, I don't want the camera.
He won't even talk to anybody. He left his partner.
I think Keo was great for a one-and-done switch-off kind of thing, not for the whole season. I'm glad I got my Aussie back.
So, clean slate, brand new dance, brand new story.
ready to roll.
It's Famous Dance Week, and Sasha and I are dancing to You Can't Stop the Beat from the movie Hairspray.
Keep your weight forward. Follow the fun bags.
Shut up about it. With Sasha, it's almost like we're starting to get known for these kinds of dances.
She's back.
We're now more than halfway through, and what I'm demanding of my body is just mind-boggling.
What happened there? Kim is dancing through pain, but she wouldn't even tell me, and I know that for a fact. How's the ankles?
They're good. There is some strain right above my ankles and just the constant bouncing. So Sasha wanted to see what was going on, so he knew how hard to push me this week.
These are indication of stress fracture. This is not something that you ignore. So I want you to not do the rehearsal.
Are you kidding me right now? Please. I've had 2 kids. Okay? I'm begging you. Do not change your original vision for this dance or for the rest of the competition based on this. It would really disappoint me. I'm not worried about whatever the doctor may say.
This is pumping for 1:45 non-stop. This is not easy. To anyone else, I feel like would be sitting out right now. But she doesn't want to stop. She just wants to keep going, and now it's feeling like a jive.
We have a lot to live up to because Hairspray is so iconic. From the music, the costumes, we've got troupe dancers. I think I'm the sleeper that people don't see coming. Yeah. People are realizing, oh no, she's one to watch. That's a 10, baby.
And we will be watching her. We're going to see what happens with Kim and Sasha's Hairspray-inspired jive next. And then the rest of our couples perform dances from Footloose, Austin Powers, Michael Jackson, NSYNC, and more live.
You can't give me a ride? It's work related. It's this girl, she said she might have some business for me. Come on, Maxine. What about all that stuff you were saying about me needing to get out there and get started on the right foot? You ain't gonna help me get some work?
Okay, yeah, fine. I think I'm having a herpes flare-up.
Drew the plus sign on with a marker. It's my magic breakup stick. It makes guys disappear. I show it to them and say, oops, you're a daddy. And then I tell them they have to get a better job and marry me, and then poof, they're pretty much gone. Now I know what you're all thinking.
Maybe you better tell us what we're thinking.
That I should bring this genius idea to Shark Tank?
Tender steak, crispy onions, and steak butter with garlic and chives for $1.99? That's high fashion flavor at a thrift store price. The buttery steak burger, Checkers and Rallies, fast foodies know the deal.
Nexus introduces a new movement in hair. A beautiful fluidity. Restoring strength and flexibility. So it moves and responds the way you do. New improved Nexus with concentrated elastin protein and precious ingredients for hair that lives to move.
Get up, get on up, get up, get on.